Hi, I'm Andrew Cox from Crichton Properties. Welcome back to Home Easy. Today we're going to be talking to Adam Gilbert from Adam Gilbert Real Estate on the Central Coast about listing options when you decide to sell your home. So Adam, in relation to marketing the property, there's obviously a commission, and I'm assuming most agents work on a no sale, no charge basis, where if they don't actually sell the property, they don't get paid. But up front, is it important that there is some marketing expenditure and some investment in marketing to assist the sale of a property?
Yeah, Andrew, investment into marketing is a really critical and key area when it comes to generating the interest. The first and most important thing that we have to do as estate agents is to get high volumes of traffic through the property, and the best way to do that is to use the combination of media that's available both through the internet and through newspaper marketing as well. And typically this is relevant when you have a buyer who may be a little bit older, because not everybody has access to the internet or is comfortable using that as a medium. So the idea behind using newspaper advertising is that you can appeal immediately to a much larger audience on the same day and expect good numbers to roll through the home come Saturday or Sunday. Yeah,
and I've often seen ads in the paper linking people back to a website, maybe for more information as well. Is that a common? Is that happen quite often? Or is that common? Yeah.
It is a fairly common thing, and typically buyer behaviour is where people will see something in the property advertised in the newspaper. They'll then go to the internet for more detail and information.
Right.
And the last port of call is to come through the open home.
Okay. So Adam, in relation to foot traffic, I know in days gone by when the agent had all the information, all the control, you had to have a great window, people walked past and saw the property in the window. How important do you think it is, or how critical it is for an agent to have a shop front with all the properties displayed these days?
Well, these days it's not relevant at all. Back then, however, before the days of internet and newspaper marketing, it was absolutely essential. And the only way that you could be a local area specialist is by working particular patches, looking at what's just been sold, what's on the market, and this would be very important and extremely relevant when it came to helping buyers to pay the right price for a property, helping to educate them in the market. Now the trend is very much more towards buyers doing their own research. There's a lot of very objective data that's available to buyers, and they can determine for themselves what they feel a fair market value is based on all the data that's available. But when it comes to the advertising and the follow-up inquiry, typically what we see happen is that buyers will make their own investigations through the new shopfront window, which is in fact the internet portal.
Right. Okay.
Buyers have no loyalty whatsoever to any agency. It's all about, does the property meet my needs? Does it look good? Is it priced right? If those three things are in play, then it wouldn't matter if it was listed with an agent on the moon. Okay, right. So really what you're saying is, as a professional marketing agent, what you're doing is you're trying to present the property to a broad range of people, but often you think the property might suit a certain type of person, so you target a marketing campaign either via the internet or newspaper to actually suit that buyer that you're trying to target. Is that what you do? I do that. Yeah, that's a very key part of the focus of the way that I like to market the homes that I sell, because you have to identify who the target audience is.
Yes.
You have to get a sense of why a buyer will like a particular type of home. And chances are the person that buys your home is a person very similar to you. One that owns it.
Right, okay.
And that's important to understand as well. So these are very important factors in determining how you market your properties to the broader market.
Do you think it's important that the home sometimes is updated and maybe is changed a little bit, maybe presented a bit different, the colours, that sort of thing, to suit say it is a younger family coming in? Is that important?
It can be. It can be really important, but the first port of call in this discussion is really identifying whether or not that idea and the implementation of that strategy can actually work for the client.
Right.
Because there may be some issues about where would we store our furniture. Do we actually really want to live in a modern looking home for the period of time it takes us to sell?
Right, okay.
It's very unsettling. So unless somebody is really on board with that as part of the marketing strategy, and importantly again, if the key outcome is for a premium sale price, which for most of us as vendors it is, then I would recommend it, but subject to the vendor's needs
Yeah.
And domestic requirements for the time that.
And I suppose there's a cost to that as well.
There is a cost involved for that as well.
Great. Okay, Adam, I really appreciate you coming in today to have a chat about listing your home. Based off what I can see, it's not really a daunting time if it's done the right way. I mean, you really assist people through the process, and I suppose if people have got that assistance and guidance all the way through, selling a home is actually quite an exciting time, I suppose.
There will be an element of anxiety, of course, because it's a big change.
Yes.
But it doesn't have to be, a really big stress.
Great. Thanks for coming in today, Adam. Today we've been talking to Adam Gilbert from Adam Gilbert Real Estate. To have a chat to Adam about